Hello, everybody. At this time, we are talking about long term goals. Long term goals are goals you set to achieve over time. Unlike short term goals, they rely on a series of checkpoints or milestones that help you monitor progress and stay on track. When setting long term goals, you get to determine what long term really means to you, as well as the milestones you see fit in a way that makes those goals realistic to accomplish. It's important to understand that long term goals are the bigger goals you want for the future, which naturally take notably longer to achieve because they are significantly loftier and more complex. To effectively achieve them, long term goals require hard work, accountability, careful planning, and perseverance. And then, why are long term goals important? The first reason about purpose and direction. Long term goals give us a sense of purpose, a reason to get out of bed each morning. They provide direction, helping us navigate life's complexities with intention and focus. Ultimately, knowing where you're headed makes it easier to make decisions that align with your ultimate vision. And then the second reason about positive impact on well being. Research has shown that working towards meaningful goals can have a positive impact on our mental and emotional well being. It can boost self confidence, reduce stress, and increase overall life satisfaction. Third, motivation and resilience. Working towards a meaningful long term goal fuels our motivation. It provides the drive to overcome challenges, perseverance through setbacks, and stay committed to the journey. The anticipation of achieving something significant can keep us going even when the road gets tough. And fourth, greater sense of accomplishment. Eventually, when you do pull off a long term goal, you'll experience a deep sense of achievement and fulfillment. These accomplishments serve as a testament to your dedication, perseverance, and obvious ability to transform our dreams into reality. And then, how to set long term goals. The first step, set goals. Setting goals or aims helps improve performance and the likelihood of reaching an outcome. That is, simply setting a goal is better than not setting a goal. Second, set specific and challenging goals. We are also benefited by setting specific goals that are a little bit bigger or challenging but not too challenging. With easy goals, we may indeed achieve them. But if we set easy goals, we often don't achieve as much as we could because we don't push ourselves as hard. And then fifth, set goals that matter to you. It probably doesn't surprise you that reaching goals that you are about is easier than reaching goals you don't care about. But it's important to get clear on what you do care about and why you care about it from the start. Otherwise, you can end up pursuing goals that don't matter to you. Fourth, set goals that you think you can reach. It can be tricky deciding on the exact goals that you think you can reach. But if you believe in your ability to reach the goals you have set, you are way more likely to persist until you reach your long-term goals. Sometimes this may just be a matter of clarifying how you'll reach the goal, so you'll have more confidence in yourself. Either way, setting goals that you believe to be realistic is key. Fifth, commit to your goal. Committing to your goal can be hugely beneficial because humans don't like to disappoint themselves or others or seem unreliable. Committing to a goal ensures that quitting the goal is emotionally uncomfortable and therefore we are less likely to quit. So commit in writing and ideally in front of others to the long-term goals you set for yourself. And then we move to difference between long and short-term goals. While both long and short-term goals have end objectives, their scales and the time frames required to achieve them are different. Short-term goals can take anywhere from a few days to a year to complete, whereas long-term goals can take 5 years or longer. Long-term goals are also often made up of short-term goals or smaller milestones that help you stay accountable and measure your progress. For example, if your long-term goal is to buy a house, you may have several short-term goals to help you afford the property, such as getting a promotion, investing in stock, or taking out a loan. Since long-term goals are achieved over a long period, they are more flexible than short-term goals. This is because circumstances that are out of your control, such as inflation, when saving to buy a house, may change, and you may need to adjust your overall objective or time frame as a result. On the other hand, short-term goals are more specific and often list specific tasks that need to be completed over relatively short periods. And then we move to strategies for achieving long-term goals. The first strategy is develop a growth mindset. You must see challenges as opportunities for development and persist in the face of setbacks. Those individuals with a growth mindset are more likely to embrace learning, persist through difficulties, and ultimately reach their long term goals compared to folks with a fixed in mindset. And then, second, build habits and routines. Building consistent habits and routines is crucial for achieving long term goals. Integrating structured habits into your daily life creates a foundation that continuously propels you toward your objectives. And third, track progress. Tracking progress is a vital component of achieving long term productivity goals. By monitoring incremental successes and setbacks, you ensure alignment with your strategic objectives, making adjustments as necessary to stay on course. I think it is enough. Thanks for watching.